What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Rockets, Hits, and Heartbreaks for another week. Well, it was kind of a quiet week on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then we really got going on Sunday. So that's what we're here to talk about. A couple of hits on Sunday. Actually had a pretty good Thursday at Gulfstream Park, but the payouts were very low, but still made a little bit of money. But had the big one on Sunday. Let's get to it. And if you watched the show last week, I think this is redemption for the loss of last week with a win this week on a similar ticket. So I'll put the ticket up on the board here and we'll go through the races. So with this one, had the single in the last race. And like I said, if you remember from last week, I had a heartbreak ticket that I recapped for you that had a single in the last race and got beat to my second choice. So this time around, once again, we're right here with a single in the last. So 4 by 4 by 4 by 3 by 1. One thing that I think somebody reached out to me and said, well, why single in the last race? I hate singling in the last race. And I kind of replied back is you single wherever you think the single is. You can't control where they place the races, but you can control what horse you're going to lean on, rely on, or whatever. So, I don't really look at it as, I never single the first leg or I never single the last leg. I go short where I think we need to go short. So anyway, here we are with this ticket. Like I said, $96, and you start off great here with a nice 1240 winner to get it going. Went 1, 3, 7, and 8, and you can see did not use the 6 who got second in this race, but used the 8. So off to a nice start right there. Not a top pick for me either. So going 4 deep feels a little bit better when the top pick does not win. Go on to the second leg, and this was a top pick winner. I went 2, 5, 6, and 7. It comes in 5, 7, 8. So a little bit of no worry type of situation there. But yeah, top pick does win going 4 deep. Don't feel great about it. 580 payout. So you're going in after these first 2 legs not feeling wonderful, but still you're alive, and that's the good news. The third leg here, and this is when things got going. Slim Man wins the third leg. Went 2, 4, 5, and 6 in this one. And this was a race where the Slim Man, the 4-horse, was my last horse on the ticket. So this is a huge key to the race, right? Or to the payout, the eventual payout, I should say. Slim Man pays $12.40 to win. So you've got, $12 winner, almost a $6 winner, and a $12 winner. So a good kind of start. But more than that, Slim Man was 15-1 on the morning line. So yes, the horse got bet down in the win mutuals, but a lot of times those horses do not get bet down in the pick 4, pick 5 pools, even pick 3 pools. So that was huge to get that one home. And now I'm feeling like, okay, we're going to be alive to something. It's not going to be like those Thursday payouts that were a couple $100. We're going to be alive to something. It's going to be decent. However, where the 2 shortest legs are coming up. So, survive the 4 by 4s for the first 3 legs, but now you got to go short here. So the next leg, I was 4, 5, and 7, and this was massive. This is the one that really put it over the top here. This was a situation where the 5 was supposed to be the real deal type of horse for Todd Pletcher. Did not run like it, just kind of got shuffled back, never really made much of a run. This was a race where I thought about singling that 5 for Pletcher, and I thought, no, I'll single the horse that I know a little bit more about in this next leg that we'll talk about. So when the 4 and the 5 basically aren't running, I'm stuck here with, okay, I've got the 7, and then I've got a lot of prices that I don't have. The 7 comes through, pays $25. It was a big morning line, and it was a big pari-mutuel win as well. So now you're going into, thinking, well, if this Pletcher horse wins, I'm singled to probably $400 on this payout for the single in the last race. Get home, get this win, and then boom, now you're singled to a $1,400 payoff if this chalky single wins the last leg. So this is what you got to do. And anytime you're singling kind of a chalky horse, you've got to play some prices in there and hope they come in. So you go to the last leg, and the chalk does prevail. Sweet Danny Girl bet down to 1 to 5 wins. And once finally got free, Sweet Danny Girl was easily the best horse in the race and showed it. Kind of got bottled in for a lot of the race, but once got free in the stretch, just dominated. And so there you go. You single the most logical horse in the sequence. You had to have a little bit of luck with some prices in the first 4 legs. We got it this time. And then again, you had to single the right horse. You could have singled that 5 in the race before. Clearly, I that was one I thought about. And those are the decisions between winning and losing. Because if you single there and go a little bit deeper here, then all of a sudden you're sitting here with a losing ticket and you're minus 96 instead of, this $1,400 payout. So obviously about a $1,300 score once the ticket price is out of there. So 1,300 versus minus 96. It really came down this time to 1 or 2 little tiny decisions that made it right. So again, the margin for error when you're trying to pick 5 straight races in a row and get this kind of payout is very slim. And that's why you will see 3, 4, 5 days in a row where these things are not going to cash and you're going to go, well, this is terrible. I hate betting these. If you have that kind of mindset, you probably should never get involved in these because they are hit and miss. And when you hit, it really, jacks you up and covers you for, however many days until you hit that next one. So it was good to get this one home. It certainly was a frustrating Saturday at Gulfstream. Felt like I was close on a few, just couldn't connect them. And then boom, right there you go. And again, it just shows you can't take a day-by-day approach. You got to look at the big picture approach when you're playing pick 5s because like I said, the margin of errors are very slim. I sit here and study these all day. This is my job, right? And so all day, every day, I'm on the computer studying horses, and I still, I hit a fair share of them for sure, but there's still I can't hit them every single day for every track. It's just impossible to do. So many weird things can happen. And again, you're playing on a budget, and I think that's the biggest thing as well. I'm not throwing $500-$600 tickets out here. They're $100 or less. So, you got to make decisions, and your little decisions like that lead to victory. All right, one more we'll go through here. Aqueduct also on Sunday, put the ticket up there, structured it differently here. No singles in this one. Another thing, like people talk about confidence a lot. I would have put my confidence level pretty low that this was going to hit at Aqueduct on Sunday. I didn't have a great feel for this card overall. But it can, really, this was a no stress pick 5. So let's go here. It was the early pick 5 on Sunday. Like I said, 4x4 by 3 by 2 by 2. So like I said, I didn't have a great feel for it, and it shows by the ticket structure. I didn't have a great feel for it. I'm just going to try to hope that my strong opinions get me through in a few legs, and then hopefully I go deep enough in the others. So 1, 3, 4, 6 in the first leg. It comes in 3, 6, 4. So a non-stressful event here, but an 1840 winner to kick it off. And once again, I'm feeling very good about it. I'm, very happy and thinking, okay, I didn't have a lot of confidence coming in, but that's a great start at least. And we'll see if we get our heart broken here, and I can put that on the show instead of a win. Next one pays 11.20. So you got back-to-back double-digit prices coming in the 2 legs where you went the deepest. So I feel very good. And again, use 2, 4, 5, and 6. It comes in 6, 4, 2, and 5 was actually 4th in this one. So went deep, got prices, felt really good about it. Really no stress whatsoever. Next leg, that's when we get a little bit shorter, 1, 3, 7 for me. The 3 ran a great race in this one. And so I did not use the 4 or the 6 who came in second and third, but I don't know. I wasn't really concerned. I thought the 3 had it for most of the race. So felt great. 3 for 3. You're going into your 2 shortest legs. You got a short price there, but at least we've got 2 longer prices. So you kind of know going in, you got to be right. And the 6 gets the job done here. And this was big because the 3 was a heavy favorite, almost singled that 3. Again, what we talk about every time we do these shows, little decisions, like almost singled the 3 and then boom, we're out. And that the difference between almost singling and using 2 horses, it's just literally just a judgment call, right? I mean, it's literally like, I like these 2 horses. I like the 3 more. Should I single in here? Yes, no. And then if it's yes, I should have singled, or, it's a loss. So anyway, use 2 horses. Thankfully, the second choice gets home, pays $7. So you're feeling good. You beat another favorite. Only one favorite has won the sequence. And so it's easier when the 2 in the last leg of this thing wins, the 5th race. And it is a favorite. So you got 2 favorites and then 2 kind of double-digit prices, 1 like middle price. So, I mean, it obviously you didn't think this was going to pay a ton, but those 2 longer prices to start the sequence helps it out. It pays $762.75 for this $96 ticket here, so not quite as good. About $670 once you get the ticket price out of there, but still, I mean, we'll definitely take it. It was a good hit there. Not quite as good as that one at Gulfstream. So, there's more than one ways to do this. Like I said, I'm never ever going to post a ticket over $100 on these Rockets ever. It's not going to happen. So again, we're playing within a reasonable budget. And when you do that, it does come down to these little decisions we kind of talked about last week, where I singled and the second choice won the race. It's going to happen. It's going to happen to everybody, all of you. The biggest advice I could give you, as I wrap up here, is just if you're going to go down the road of playing the multi-races, you just cannot get upset when you miss one of these. You're going to miss a lot more than you're going to hit. That's the thing with all of horse racing. You're going to miss a lot more of your bets than you hit, with these especially. But, when they come in, they are lucrative for sure. And, the biggest thing is just don't beat yourself up too long. I mean, we all are going to beat ourselves up in the moment when we make a mistake that cost us. And it's like, oh, that was right there. We could have had that. We all do that, right? But don't lose sleep over it. That's the thing, because listen, if you knew the results, you would make the right decisions, right? You're trying to predict 5 horses where you have no idea what the result is going to be. So it is very tough to do. All right, that'll do it for this week's Rockets, Hits, and Heartbreaks. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We'll be back next week with more. We just try to do these videos to kind of, it's kind of a group therapy session at times. It's just a group chat of, look, these are structure situations. This is what we did right, what we did wrong, things like that. So thanks, everybody, for watching this week. And we'll see you next week for more Rockets, Hits, and Heartbreaks.